What's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. We are here at the project lawn. We got a little work we need to do today. We'll turn the camera around, we'll walk the lawn real fast, the project lawn, show you what it's looking like, show you why we're here today. We need to do a mow and we need to take care of some weeds. I'm not exactly sure what the weeds are, so I'm going a route that you may be surprised with, but I think it'll be the best way to go in the long haul. So we'll check that out here in a second. Thank you for tuning in. I'm filming this before Friday that we do the contest drawing, so this will come out after that. So whoever the winners are, congratulations. And if you have not replied in the contest video with your email or active email that we can get a hold of your name and address, then make sure you do that. Congratulations. Thank you all for participating. This will not be the only contest. As you hopefully as it went on the live stream, you see that we do things fair and square. We don't just say we're giving away this and then it just kind of disappears and it never happens. We're going to give things away, so we hope it will promote growth on the channel. Obviously it's to get eyeballs on Mr. Ferguson Lawn channel, to get more people, to help more people. That's why I'm here. So without all that blabbing, let's turn the camera around. I want to show you the project lawn, what we're dealing with, and why we're here, and the work we're going to try to get accomplished today. So we're not going to take too much time here, but basically it looks like my lawn in the beginning. It looked rough, it was bumpy, you had low spots, high spots, and then after we mowed, man, it looked so much better. Now this is different. This is not a 5-year overseeded fescue lawn. This is a brand new, trying to get it established GCI cool blue lawn. So we've got a mix of 15% bluegrass, we've got a mix of 85% tall fescue. So you can already see, if I just squat right here, number one, you've got areas like this one right here that are just, it's shot up from the Jonathan Green Green we put down. If you recall, that is not only our pre-emergent we apply, which is a granular, but it's also mixed with lawn food. So it has caused a little bit of growth. We got some outlier weeds over here. We'll take a look at that soon. You see we've got a bad boy sticking up way up. I don't know what that is, but it's an outlier sticking up. It's like, I don't know, 3 inches taller than everything else, and got a little, looks like a little bit of onion over here. And then over here you see we got massive growth in that little clump over here. Beautiful. I wish everything looked like this. This looks like a beautiful patch of fescue that is just thriving off that Jonathan Green Green lawn food. So now look at all the POA. We've talked about this. POA annua all along the fence line. I mean, all the way down. Unfortunately, if the mower don't chop it with our bag, we're going to bag our mow. This is very important. I do not want to cause more POA, even though we may be preventing it with pre-emergent, even though we may use ethofumicate. You don't want to just nonchalantly throw this, broadcast these seed heads across the lawn. We want to prevent it as best as we can. We're not going to be 100% successful, but this stuff is nasty, and then we just get in that cycle. And with fresh overturned dirt, that's what most of this is in the middle. We know our pH levels are low. We got POA everywhere. We got outlier weeds there, like you see right here in the middle of the lawn. We got random beautiful growth here, no growth here. It's a project lawn. We're trying to establish fresh, unused dirt with a very low pH. So we're going to mow this bad boy first. We've got 2 days worth of rain coming, 70, I think 90% tomorrow on the calendar, or on the 7-day forecast, and then I think like 40 to 70% the following day. So almost 2 days of rain is going to happen with this. Now, if it wasn't for waiting to do a soil test, I would probably go ahead and put some more nitrogen on this to promote more growth. However, why are we not doing that? The only reason I'm not doing that is because we want to do a soil test and see what did the Magic Cow Plus that we put down several weeks ago, how did that affect our pH? We want to soil test that, but we need to let the lawn food we put down weeks later, the nitrogen, they recommend you don't take a soil test until 45 days after you have fed it. So somewhere around April-ish. We don't have to be exact on that, but somewhere around April we'll do a soil test here. I'm not going to hit it with nitrogen until April, but it's looking good. So we have POA on the edges. I don't like it, but we've got areas that have shot up. Now this is like what I'm seeing on the other side. I don't think it's crabgrass. I don't know exactly what it is. It looks like it could be a what's the word? Not goosegrass, but maybe a quackgrass, maybe, I don't know. So we're going to be doing a herbicide application. I'll show you that here in a second. So besides that, just to quickly show you the before, I did bring the drone. I'm gonna throw that in the air when I mow to hopefully capture a little bit of footage. Here's what I was saying before. I don't know what this is that's popped up. If you like, oh, I know exactly what, I'm not the best at identifying. I hope it's not Dallas grass, but if it is, the product I brought with me, I think is gonna be best to handle things like this. And if it is crabgrass and I'm misidentifying it, then what I have will handle any crabgrass as well, but we did do pre-emergent. So you see there's just random spots, man. And now remember, we got bluegrass. Bluegrass will go to seed, but I'm pretty sure most of this is gonna be our turf type, or excuse me, gonna be our Poa annua. Being that we have Kentucky bluegrass in this lawn, this is not ideal for the Velocity PM, which we talked about. It would not do well here. So we're kind of having to deal with ethofumicate. We're having to deal with pre-emergent as our options, or do nothing. That's kind of where we are. Here's just a random weed. Look at that bad boy. A random weed standing tall and proud. It's about to lose its life here soon by the mower, and then we're gonna hit it. And it looks like it's even got thorns on that thing. I don't even know what that is, but who knows? When you have untilled dirt, who knows what you'll get. Now, this is not very long here. The mowing height I'm gonna use is 3 inches. And the reason I'm going 3 inches is because we want the rain's going to come and cause more growth as is, plus the lawn food, watering and the lawn food, it's going to grow. Mowing it down to 3 inches to even it out, I think will be fine. Again, remember what we've talked about in regards to Poa annua. When the sun can pierce through your canopy and hit the soil, it activates Poa annua. That is exactly what we're seeing in this lawn, is it not? I mean, this grass, we've got a mix of bluegrass, we've got a mix of tall fescue. There's areas where it's super, I mean, it's almost bare, looking like we should have went a little thicker with our seed, or our seed got washed out, one of the two. I am desperate to get out here and reseed this. Here's some more weeds that we're looking at right here. So we've got weeds out here. We've got this, what looks like could be crabgrass or some type of quackgrass. I don't know, but it all looks the same. So I'm not sure what it is. So I'm hoping my herbicide, we're gonna find out if it's going to attack this. I think this will work as well. I probably should have brought some T4D for just these guys, but I think my herbicide will work. But it's looking pretty good over here. It looks darker on the edges back here. This is another really thin spot right here. Again, this could be because of lack of seed. It could be basically because our pH is still not where it needs to be. And though the grass is germinating, it's not sustaining. It's not able to thrive in this soil. Little thin right here, but looking good on the edges over here. And it's a little bit thicker in the middle right here. So that's kind of where we are. This is a project lawn. So I know this may not interest everybody, but guess what? I am confident in saying, and there's no disrespect to anybody, this lawn, as thin as it is, as uneven as it is looking better than some of the lawns in my neighborhood. So this proves, if you'll just put a little bit of effort, a little bit of money into it, mowing it properly, watering your grass, planting a specific seed type. I went crazy trying to do the cool blue, thinking it might thrive. I maybe should have just went tall fescue. We'll talk about that later. But we've got a little bit of weeds. We've got some wild grasses. We're going to try to handle those and clean this up a little bit today. That is the goal. That is the idea. So if you're in lawn care, don't be thinking, man, I screwed up, my lawn looks crappy. This drives me insane right here. I hate the fact that all of this is Poa. This will die out in the North Carolina heat, thank you Jesus, but it's going to try to come back next year. We got to be prepared for it. But we are also going to have to overseed, so Poa constrictor will absolutely be used. Ethofumicate will be used here next year. So without further ado, with that little walk through these wild things, it's going to look better just mowing it for the areas that have shot up and fed off the Verigreen. So let's get the drone in the air. Let's do a little bit of mowing. Let's get that part done, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what herbicide we're going to try to spray to tackle some of these wild grasses and weeds in the lawn. All right, guys, so hopefully you was able to see the drone footage there. Again, just because we mow doesn't going to magically make it look like my lawn that I've seeded into for 5 years. Like, we are still so spotty, and trust me, it drives me crazy. The POA on the fence line, just the spottiness, the thinness, I don't like it. But just mowing it, look how much better it looks behind me. It looks even better in this plot over here. So anyways, just mowing it, mowing it's going to promote growth as well. So that's why I'm not eager to throw a ton of nitrogen. We're going to do a soil test, see where our pH is soon. But just mowing it alone will also help to promote growth in the Kentucky bluegrass as well as the tall fescue. So now I want to come over here to the truck, and I brought the backpack sprayer. I'm about to weed eat it, the edges and trim it on the edges of the sidewalk here in the fence line, knocking down all the POA seed heads. I know, but it needs to be done. As far as over here by this fence, it's going to drive me nuts, but I need to make it look better. But we're going to go with the herbicide Ornamic 170. Why are you putting this down? Well, we've used this in my lawn for Bermuda grass, but it does more than just Bermuda grass. Ornamic 170 also handles goosegrass. It also handles chickweed. It handles crabgrass. It handles even Dallas grass in some areas. So this thing is not just for Bermuda. So I'm going to apply that, and that's why I said what I said earlier on the video. Regardless of what these wild grasses are, I'm hoping that through a broadcast spray, not spot spray because I don't want to damage the turf, but through a broadcast spray, we're going to apply this with the backpack sprayer here, and hopefully over time we know that it will stun the growth of the turf for a while. That's fine. We got rain tomorrow. We will feed it again soon, but we're hoping to clean up some of the weeds out there. Now, what Ornamic 170 doesn't clean up, I'll likely come back with some 2,4-D, and we'll do a spray of that as well. So that is the plan. So we're going to mix this up. I'm going to use a rate of, on domyown.com, it says 6 to 9 ounces per 1,000 square feet. I'm nervous on that, so I'm going to go lower to about probably the 6 rate, and we'll go from there. So let's mix it up, let's spray it, and see what happens. Right, so with the preschool kids out there and just all this other stuff, got carried away, didn't finish the video out there. We're back in the, now what looks even more beautiful to me, my lawn. I hope we can get the project lawn looking like this one day. So I did apply 6 ounces per 1,000 square feet of Ornamic 170. Per the label for annual or grasses, it says 6 to 9. In Bermuda, surprisingly, for Bermuda and tall fescue, it says 2 ounces per gallon of water. So there are different rates for different things that you're doing with Ornamic 170. I gave that bottle to Dad because he's got an issue with Bermuda in his lawn. So that's going on there. So we'll see what happens. I told him it's like a PGR. It's going to stun the growth of the turf out there at the project lawn. The mowing should promote growth, but we know the Ornamic 170 will slow down growth, and we'll see if if it attacks those weeds and the things that we're seeing in it. Hopefully it will. If not, we may have to come back with some 2,4-D or another product to target the weeds. But we're just trying to clean up weeds, and also we're going to get ready and do a soil test soon to see where we are pH wise, and we'll probably 90% chance we're going to put down another bag of the Magic Cow Plus from Jonathan Green, but we want to see where we are. We may not need to, you know, we need to see where we're at. That's all there is to it. We need to see where we are soil test wise. That's how we determine what fert we need, what we need to do with our pH, what do we need to apply micronutrients. Also, this time of year, it's great to begin to start pumping into your lawn CK. Remember the videos back from the lawn care nut. CK helps our roots to get fatter, thicker, deeper into the ground. So it's smart to implement that into your lawn care program if you're spraying liquid. So it's supposed to have 2 days of rain, so we got it in before the rain. It should be fine, and then we'll check out what it's looking like on Sunday. So God bless you guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a like so it can get out to other people. Make sure you're commenting below, and we'll see you next time on another lawn care video from Central North Carolina. God bless you.